Hi everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today is August 27th, 2018. Today we're taking a look at Vechain because it just pumped. So is there more to come? Is there more increase in the action, the volatility, all that good stuff? We're going to be taking a look here. But first, please keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion. Let me go check, make sure that I'm streaming live here. And yes, I am. Break out the chat in case anybody comes. Just doing a quick little video here. And if I can get this stupid thing going. Let's see. Come on. So pop out the chat. We'll see. Alright. Sorry about that. Just doing some housekeeping stuff, right? Anyway, what is going on? I was taking a look at some other coins and stuff. Just checking out the market. And lo and behold, Vechain started pumping, and this is on right now. Let me switch to the 1 minute. That was on the 5 minute, and you can see how we had some huge, pretty good sized candles here, and it was just pumping, and it's been doing this you know, pretty much throughout the day, just going up, and is kind of making up its mind, wondering where to go. Let's go out and take a look at the 30-minute candles, see what's going on. Wham, you can see it going right there. And so if you notice a trend here, I was actually thinking that given this trend that there was a pretty high probability that we would see a spike down. Let me go ahead and see what color that is. Okay, that's a good color. I was thinking that, okay, it was going to go up here, and right around this area, I was thinking, well, you know, maybe we'll jump down into this region here, right? Following a similar pattern like this, but that didn't happen, which is good. I was also thinking, yeah, there's also a chance for it, you know, to continue going upward, which is my long-term view on Vechain. But why the pump? What is going on here? Why the huge volume? I checked the Reddit. Nothing there. No new announcements or anything like that. So the only thing that I can think of is that September 1st is the lockup date. And people are locking up their nodes. And so we might see some larger pumps like this where people are doing mass buys because in the past they sold. Let's go to the 4 hour here. In the past they were selling, right? And so now we're buying up the nodes. And as you can see here, this huge candle right here, the little pump that we had is pretty much nothing. I mean, it's something, it's significant, but it's not up here. But I am not complaining. Also, one thing to note is that the huge trend down on the greens, notice that, which is interesting. So people are buying up their nodes. They're buying up their nodes, and so we'll see. And I think that we might have some more going up as people buy more nodes for the lockout. Also, that you have the Vechain Thor stuff going on. That's over on VForge. So if you go to vforge.com, it takes you to their site where they track the changes and stuff, and you go to the Explorer because that's their Explorer. And here we go. So right now we have a total of 290,000 transactions. Today, kind of a slow day. It's a slow day. Not very many transactions, but you can notice here where there is some pretty good activity. In the future, I'm looking for this activity to start increasing after the lockup. Excuse me, I need some coffee. You notice how all the YouTubers out there always need coffee? Anyway, it's good stuff. But I'm expecting, in my opinion, that we're going to see these increases in the activity really start to kick in after the lockup. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, and keep an eye on that. Once again, you can check out that if you go to vforge.com. The actual link for this page is explore.vforge.com. let me know. What do you think? Do you think transactions on the VeChain Thor network are going to increase? And, like to hear your opinion. So what else is going on with VeChain? They have in September, they're going to announce a large partnership with an automobile maker that's in the Fortune 500. So I'm looking forward to that. So go VeChain. Also, they said that they were going to announce. Sunny did this in his AMA, and I have a link to the AMA down below. So check that out. It's the AMA for Sunny, where he said that they're going to have, I believe it was 2 more country level partnerships being announced. So we're looking forward to that. So we have that big car manufacturer coming up. Though we don't know who it is yet. I think it might be BAIC. I did a video on that. It was my previous video. Pretty cool car they had there. VeChain colors, of course. It was called a Arc Fox, they call it. Anyway, back to the video. So this is VeChain. Have a lot of activity going on. And they are, okay, looks like they're up. Let me go back to the 5 minutes, see what's going on here. Okay, so they're leveling off a little bit. Huge spike, came down, up again, and so we'll see what's happening. But interesting stuff. Best of luck for VeChain. Also, here's a pattern that I really like, and it is when this line goes down slightly. I don't know if you can see that color so great. Let me change the color. What color would be good? Let's make it a blue. No, let's make the line thicker. How's that? Molto bene. Molto bene. Okay, so we have a line going down, right? Or it can be flat. And then what I like to see is when it coils. It's coiling, okay? I love to see that pattern. And let me just kill that. So that's one of the patterns that I look for, that I get excited about. Anyway, that's about it with VeChain. If you haven't looked into it, check out my previous videos. Do your own research on VeChain Thor, that's for sure. Ton of partnerships, lots of exciting things coming up September. I'm hoping for, I don't know, it's like there's energy out there in the air, and it's not just for VeChain, but other things out there. Yeah, so the other things that are out there, when I was looking at this and I noticed this spike, I was looking at another coin. Yeah, I know, I actually looked at another coin, please forgive me. But yes, and the coin I was looking at was XLM. Let's bring his chart up and see what he's doing. And this is on the 5 minute. Let's scroll this down. Let's see. Okay, this is like the trading view thing on Binance. Okay, so good old XLM looking good. I think it looks good. Here's another sweet pattern that I really like. I didn't notice that till just now. Okay, so I got my thing going on here, and that is a nice V. Some people call that I forget what they call it, like some bird wings or something like that. But a nice V shape here like that, which is very nice. And then you can kind of see what happens. It's almost kind of like a cup and handle. Hopefully it goes like that on a cup and handle, right? But this one's a little bit more drastic, and it has, I've noticed that this has more volatility in it, which is cool. I like volatility. So look here, we have this nice V, right? And where's this going? Oh, it's already red there, so maybe here, and whoop. I hope this pattern here, well, not this red. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. Unless you're doing shorts, which, if you're doing shorts, whatever. I don't talk about them. But anyway, this is XLM on the 5 minute. Let's take a look at it on the 4 hour. 4 hours is always a good time. And whoa, I hope we never get to that amount of volatility. That's for sure. Anyway, so what's going on? Here we go. Take a look at a line going down. Yeah, we have a line going down here. Approximately. Okay, fine. And what is it doing? Coiling, right? This is on the 4 hour. And then now looks like, hey, you know, this is a pretty good bump. We'll see what's going to happen. Let me get rid of that line. And where's about the average mean? I guess say right about here. Hit Alt-H to put in a line. You see that little average mean? So it's bouncing around there. So what we're doing is we're looking at a trading right about a in this range. If you can see it. If I just drew it right about here, that's our trading range, and we're going to see what's happened. As you can see here, that was like a point of last supply, and this, I'm thinking this could be a spring. If we go back over to, and this is Wyckoff. If you haven't checked out Wyckoff, check it out. It's WYCKOFF. Wyckoff. Check out Wyckoff stuff. It's more on tracking the market makers and stuff like that instead of the actual trend lines. And you're looking more for like patterns. So you might like that kind of thing. As you can see how this pattern here, kind of low, then jumped high. Anyway, they're doing tests here, tests here. This could be called like perhaps a spring or something like that. But this whole area could be a spring. This would be like a trading range. And they can be interpreted different ways, of course, just like TA. Just like TA, technical analysis. Anyway, let's see what's going else. So that's XLM. I have all these little marks on here. Still not, I don't know if I like the trading view on Binance. I think I like it better just on plain old trading view. Anyway. It is what it is. So what else is going on? If we go over here, let's see what else is moving. I'm on USD. Electrons at like 7%. ADA is moving up. Litecoin. Litecoin's an interesting character of late. It's been pretty sleepy. Nice bounce up. Let's go to the 1 hour. Ooh, another nice spike. Okay, let's go take a look at Bitcoin. When you see other things spike like that, it's usually because Bitcoin spiked and things fall along with it. Come on. Okay, it's gone up, but it really hasn't like spiked. But isn't this a nice trend to see in Bitcoin? It's about time. Nice trend. See, try to get that to fit. Yeah, it fits better from the bottom wick, doesn't it? Lo and behold, there we go. So, oh, that's interesting. Watch this. Let me draw another line. Right. Let's do it right about here. Okay, that's... the line isn't working so great. There we go. Okay, if you notice what kind of pattern that is, guys. Looks like, yeah, it could be spiking up. I'm just looking at this. So that's on the 4 hour. That's actually an interesting pattern. Here's something of interest you guys can take a look at. If you look at back here and compare it to here. Let me zoom in so you can see. So we have this pattern here, and this is on the 4 hour again. So it did spike right there, as you can see it on the 4 hour. Keep in mind to always take a look at different time frames. That's always a good thing. 1 minutes don't show you much except, oh, the spike happened in 1 minute. Kind of cool. But let's go over here. So we have this pattern here. Let me scroll it a bit so we can see. And get rid of these lines. Okay, so we have It comes down and it hits a low. Boom. Comes down, and we can say it hits a low here. And then it does another test for a low. You see that? Come on, thing. Scroll over here. So it, double bottom, but we have a low, and then we have another low. This right here is the spring. SPRI. I can't. I'm not doing very well with writing letters on this. Okay, anyway, that's a spring. Okay, so we have our test. That means everybody's selling, selling, selling. Oh, there's no more to be sold. Let's bump it up again. And let's sell some more. Boom. Okay, that's no one is going to sell below that mark. Okay, so let's bump it up and see how high we can do it. Okay, so then so we draw like a line there, and we draw a line here, and so on and so forth. And that's like Wyckoff stuff to get a trading range. And then they do other tests to make it go up, distribute it, that type of thing. But notice how we have the low here, and lo and behold, this area, if we looked at before, corresponds to this area right around in here, which is a spring. And what happens after a spring? Get a nice inflow of green water. There you go. So we'll see. So that is actually what I'm projecting. We're not predicting, but forecasting for BTC. And if BTC does that, then a lot of other things do that. So let's see how high this thing went relative. So I don't like measuring that. I like measuring it against the previous pattern. And so this was kind of like a shoulders. So it went about here, let's say. This we can just kind of like lob off the top, okay? But it went around in this area, which kind of corresponds to about the bottom of these, right? Take that over, boom, there it is. Okay, so how is that looking over here? Ow. Okay, so this is our left wall. That's like kind of like a creek or basin, left wall of the creek. We take the average of right around here, the bottoms. Zip. Say just does this type of thing, whatever. I mean, it's going to have a different path. So what is that? This is BTC USD. Is that? The price doesn't look right. It's only showing 59. I have something funky going on here. Anyway, let me clear this. See what's going on. Let me get out of there. Let me go into Trading View. Sorry to bore you with charts that seem to magically want to show that they're going to increase. And let's go to Bitfinex. Scroll out. How was that's on the 45-minute? Let's go to the 4-hour. Okay. Oh, there's my little box. Okay. So yeah, so we have like this left side of the creek. And I was thinking it was going to hit this box. That was my target. I haven't shown you guys yet but I drew this about a week ago when I was right around in here. It's because of this thing right around in here, this white line here. Yeah, we could actually bump that down. There we go. And so that's pretty much what I was trying to draw over on Binance. And the stupid ads, I really should pay for this. But anyway, that's a nice thing. Yeah, people think, oh yeah, well that's just a trap or a bear flag, and doom, desperation, despair, all that good stuff. I don't think so. I think it's going up here in this region. So we'll see, and that is around the magic 7,000 mark. So we'll see. We'll see. So if it continues on this trend, and this is my long-term trend line I drew a long time ago. If it continues on this trend, let's see if we can get a nice little line. Yeah, about there. And let's use, I'm doing it kind of like the average, going up and down, trying to find the centers, not going off the bottom or the tops, but more kind of like a general trend. And so it looks like 7,000 around September 18th. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It could dump. It's the market, right? This is not financial advice. Please don't follow anything I say. I'm just a YouTuber. Go out and get like real financial advice for your decisions if you need that. But yeah, this is just my own opinion. Anyway, my own opinion, I'm thinking it's going to go zoop and intersect this box, and then we'll see where it goes. So yeah, so that's BTC. Let's see how, let's go back and look at Stellar XLM on USD. Stellar I like. It has a lot of good things coming up. Don't forget about Stronghold that's coming up. It has Stellar X, which is an exchange. Stronghold is a, they're working on fiat on-ramp, so we'll see. They recently had moved to New Zealand. They're still waiting on the exchanges, so we'll see what's going on with Stellar. Lots of good things going on. But it went up, spiked, and it kind of looks like the same pattern, doesn't it? It's just like kind of maintaining the even strain. If we're just looking at patterns, yeah, we could say, yeah, this might be in the forecast for Stellar, where it could go bloop. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, it could go up. Anything else of interest? Let's look at Vechain again. Vet USD. There it is. Oh, there's that big old spike. This is on the 4-hour. There's that big old V I was talking about. How appropriate for Vechain. Anyway, yeah, nice little spike, green candle there. Let's go to the 1 minute. Oh, look at that. Spiked again. Imagine that. Vechain, you're just like, oh, it just went up. Let me scroll in again. Okay, there's the little Bart Simpson, the box pattern I've been talking about. So that closed, open, close, boom. It's going up higher. Isn't this exciting? So it's already past that. It's already past that line. Going parabolic again. So this could be, scroll out a bit. Let's go to the 30 minute. Let's go to the 15. Can't quite see the pattern there. Let's go to the 5. Interesting. Let's go to the 1 minute again. Yay. Okay, so it makes it a little bit easier to see like another box pattern or Bart Simpson. This could be like a reverse Bart Simpson, right? So this would be it, and then what happens is that, okay, it goes a little bit, and then it goes, well, not that far, but probably around in here, right? But then it could be part of a larger pattern notice that we have this part right here. And this is like a head and shoulders, and then we have this part here, but I don't think it's going there. I think people are locking up their nodes, and there's a lot of good things coming for VeChain. That's what I think. Do your own research. Check out their Reddit. Lots of good information on Reddit. Yeah, so we'll see. But best of luck to everybody with VeChain. And I'm gonna go check any comments here right quick and then get off. So we'll see if there's any. No. Okay, cool. This is just our very impromptu chat. But anyway, best of luck to everybody and have a fantastic day.